Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Trench Grenade here. Today we're going to be discussing a very spicy topic, and that is how much ammo do I need for without rule of law, alien invasion, I don't know, maybe Russia has invaded a country in Europe and it's getting spicy and you want to be able to take care of your family and your community. Okay, well, before I forget guys, keep it mature in the comments, build each other up down there. Create your own little community, okay, in this channel. I don't want to see all this negativity. If you know you're that guy, before you post the comment, reassess, okay? Think, would I tell this to their face? And you probably wouldn't, okay? So get down in the comments. Let's make sure we are building each other up. Make this freaking channel a place where guys and gals can get together and freaking build a community, all right, and actually support each other. Before I forget, we are drinking Yingling today for the video, for the spicy video. I already started. Okay, this is third take because I'm trying to make sure I articulate exactly what I'm trying to get across for y'all with this freaking topic. Okay, so cheers. We'll get started here. Okay, so to answer your question, how much ammo do I really need for shit hit the fan, without rule of law, alien invasion situation? To answer that question, I have to ask you a question. Are you proficient? Are you proficient with the firearms that you own? Do you have a rifle and do you have a handgun? And if right now you had to pick it up, you know, if you have an EOTech, turn that dot on and go to work, can you? Or do you spend most of your time on the internet or at home playing Minecraft and maybe you aren't as proficient as you want to be? That's okay, but it's okay if you are, if you're that person, but we just have to be real with ourselves, okay? Me, I'm a drill sergeant, out here where I'm at, an infantry dude, and I work, 6 out of 7 days, 12 to 16-hour days, and anytime that I'm off work, I'm either in the gym or on the range. Is that great for my my personal life slash relationships and everything? No, it's not the best, but I have to be able to take care of my family, and I have to be able to balance that. So if you're that guy and you're not as proficient as you want to be in the martial use of firearms, I highly encourage you, get out to the range, do some drills, buy a shot timer, get some quality gear, get out there with some buddies, and make yourself an asset. Become an asset. Don't be a liability for your friend group. And if you're not to that level, that's okay. We just have to be honest with ourselves. As far as physical fitness, you could have a billion rounds in the safe, right? But if you can't carry a full combat load plus 3 days worth of water, 3 days worth of chow, and enough snivel gear on your person, all this ammo isn't going to matter. It's not going to matter, okay? Because if you're doing operations and you can't move your body weight plus a combat load, which is 210 rounds, plus that's 210 rounds of rifle is your standard 7-mag loadout, plus your 5 handgun mags if the mission set allows it, your handgun, your water. If you can't carry that already, we got to reassess, okay, guys? Again, we're not attacking anybody. We're being real, okay? I've gained weight and I've lost weight. Right now, I'm sitting at around 170 pounds, and I'm lighter right now, but we just have to be real with ourselves, okay? So, take a quick beer break. So, let's say you are now proficient. You have heeded my advice and the advice of others. You've gone to the gym. Okay, you've made it a part of your freaking ritual, and now you're proficient with your weapons. And the next step is ammo, okay? The next step is stocking up on ammo. So here before you, I have a can of double-aught buckshot, 12 gauge. I have a can of 55 grain 223 slash 5.56. I have a can of 7.62 by 39 Russian, and a can of 9mm. That's 115 grain, and 115 grain, 124 grain standard NATO ammo. Okay, now if you are just now getting into this, and let's say you aren't what I like to call grandfathered in. When I say grandfathered in, I mean if you don't have 12 gauge or 7.62 by 39, don't do it. Stick with 5.56 and 9mm, because it's going to be cheaper in the long run. Okay, it's going to be easier for parts interchangeability. When I say 5.56, y'all know what I'm talking about. An AR. If I have 6 freaking ARs or 5 ARs, however many you want, you can swap, whatever you want to do between those guns. If I have 4 or 5 Glocks, guess what? Or Shadow Systems, right? Y'all know I rock the this is a brand new Shadow Systems, okay? But I like to rock Shadow Systems / Glock. All right. If you have those weapons interchangeability or parts interchangeability, ammo is going to go right in line with that, okay? And then you can buy a ton of freaking magazines and they will fit all of them. Okay, back to ammo. So if you don't have if you're not grandfathered into 12 gauge or 7.62x39, I recommend you avoid it and just shoot 5.56 and 9mm because we are in America, and guess what? There's a freaking ton of 5.56 and 9mm. Okay, it's laying around. All right, let's take a pause. Everybody, take a sip of beer. Here we go.
I didn't get that.
Stop. All right, continuing. So, let's say you're physically fit, or you're working on it, and you're proficient. Moving on. For your rifle, a standard combat loadout is your 210, 7 magazines, 210 rounds. Okay? Assuming you survive or become engaged, as 2,100 rounds. Okay? If you're rocking 17 round magazines for your Glock, okay, that's with 10 magazines, okay, assuming you don't have a rifle, that's 1,700 rounds, okay, for 10 engagements. I'm just kind of getting y'all where I'm going with this, which is minimum at any given time. I recommend 5,000, okay, 5,000 rifle rounds and 4,000 handgun rounds. If you're in the grandfathered in category for shotgun, I recommend 1,000. Now, as most of us know, I'll just come over here and grab some. As most of us know, birdshot is freaking useless. Well, it's not useless. You can obviously hunt birds with it. It's still lethal if you hit someone in the right areas, right? You can blind somebody. You can hit them in a freaking artery. If you penetrate their brain, they're going to die. But it's essentially, for combat situations, useless, okay? So that's why I say buckshot. Either number 4 buckshot or double aught buckshot, all right? So for your shotgun, that's going to be 1,000. And don't forget, you're going to need slugs too. That's why I like to steer people away if they're not already committed to the door on 12 gauge. I like to steer them away and get them in these kind of categories, okay? So with that being said, let's assume that in the alien invasion or the Russian invasion of Ukraine and the world starts to collapse, let's assume you have to bail out or bug out of your home. Okay, if you're on foot, let's be realistic. How much ammo can you carry? Assuming you still have to carry your water, your medical, your food, okay, your snivel gear. I have my plate carrier here set up with just handgun for a reason, because I wanted to illustrate this point. If I knew I had to move a long freaking ways and there was going to be no chance of survival, no chance of resupply, and I could only take one gun, that gun would be a handgun, because then I could conceal it, okay? I could carry a ton of freaking magazines. Now, what are the trade-offs with that? Well, if I could only have one gun, and that was this handgun, okay? White light and red dot as well. Anyone with a rifle is going to win, essentially. So the only benefit there is going to be concealability. So remember, as you're stocking up on this ammo, how much ammo can you realistically carry with you? I do not recommend bugging out, and in a grid down situation, I do not recommend violence. I recommend you avoid it, because every time you get in a violent encounter, it's gonna you roll the dice and you might not come away from there. With that being said, if you do have to utilize your weapon systems in a grid down environment / alien invasion, don't be fighting here. Say there's an alien convoy, okay, coming by of whatever. You don't conduct the ambush here. Conduct the ambush 7 blocks away, right? Set up your ambush there and have a route back to where you're living, because that's going to be a good way for you to no longer be with the living, is if you're decisively engaging the enemy from your house, okay, or your stronghold, that you are living out of. Okay, so don't fight from here. Okay, so in summary, buy an ammo can. They're awesome. They each have a waterproof seal around the edges. Keep one can full at any given time would be my advice in the gun safe. Okay, one can full at any given time. Put it in the gun safe and don't load from it. And then have a third party or another freaking box of ammo and train from that supply. Don't train from this supply. Additionally, when you buy ammo, we all know that guy, like I said, he only has 50 rounds of ammo. He shoots it, and then when you ask him, "Do you want to go to the range?" He has 2 or 3 Glock mags full, and that's it. That's all he has in his freaking apartment. Don't be that guy, Rob. Don't be that guy. Okay, go on luckygunner.com or follow Mr. Guns and Gear on his Telegram and follow the links. He'll post 23-cent round case of 9mm, 23 cents per round. Jump on that kind of stuff. Buy in bulk, stack it deep. Okay, make sure you can at any given time have enough for yourself and your family or your buddies that may be living with you, whatever community you have. Make sure you have enough ammo commonality, okay, to be able to feed their weapon systems, because we all know some of our buddies are not going to be squared away, and they're only going to be buying their ammo by the 50. Okay, and if you're that guy, fix it. All right, guys. In summary, don't get crazy with it, but have enough ammo. Have enough ammo to be able to realistically survive so that you can set the terms. Because things that are going to run out are going to be batteries, water, ammunition, alcohol, and fuel. Okay, these are going to be things that run out that are going to be in great demand. You don't want to be out there on the streets having to barter for ammunition. You want to be the one that sets the freaking tone. You want to have as much fuel, as much ammo, as much medical, as much food, water, fuel, and booze. If you're a drinker, okay, we're going to crack a new one open here. If you're a drinker, you might want to, same thing, same as your ammo, you might want to have enough, whatever it is, vodka or whiskey, whatever you want to stock up on around, because once it's gone, guys. As we spill beer everywhere. All right, guys. So this concludes today's video. Like I said, make the comment section a place where people can come in, they can bounce ideas off each other. Don't be that guy in the comments, all right? If you have a freaking bunker full of ammo and you're going to go down there and brag about how you have the end-all be-all stash, cool. We're proud of you. But what we're doing here, we're trying to set up our battle buddies, our patriots, our left and right. We're trying to give them on the same page. Because let me tell you, you by yourself in a fight, you're essentially worthless. But you, with whatever you bring to the table and your 8 buddies, now we got a rifle squad. Now we got a group of guys that can defend life and liberty, okay? And be out there, be out there doing what we need to do to be free Americans, okay? Be a good guy. As Milspec Mojo says, don't be a dick, be a dude, okay? Like, comment. If you have a buddy that could benefit from this video, share it to them, okay? And as always, Trench Grenade, signing out. Cheers.